Hey, this is Steve Zook. Welcome back to Polkzoo Channel, as usual. Really appreciate everyone tuning in, and thank you so much to everybody who's purchased guitars from me. Showing this Oscar Schmidt. These are nice guitars. You know, I just had Hugh at 13th Street Guitars here in HB adjust the truss rod for me. Plays super easy now. The neck's nice and straight. These are great guitars, not just great. I mean, I can do this for $2.99. Nice guitar. Doesn't have a case. That was actually a case vibrating there from the sound of this guitar. Let me just real quick talk about chord cycles. People call me once in a while wanting to learn about guitar, and I got to do a quick version of this. Really learning to be a great jazz guitar player, or learning to be a composer, learning to understand the art and science of music, you got to think outside the box, okay? I'm 58, but when I was 21, I took a lesson from Joe Pass and jammed the blues with the guy. It was an incredible experience, but he said something really important to me, which changed me as an artist and a composer. He said, if you want to really become a great musician, learn how to do chord melody. Now, that's one step, but a lot of guys get stuck there. You can't just get stuck there, okay? But learn chord melody, also learn to compose, and get real into tension and resolution, chord progressions. Learn to improvise around your guitar, chordally speaking, and start composing on your own, because I love the standards. I have ultimate respect for the standards. Believe me, I do. And I spent years doing them, and then I just got bored with them, but I still respect them greatly. I love somebody like Frank Sinatra doing one, or Joe Pass playing a standard or whatever. But the point just being this is that if you want to be a great composer and leave your mark on the sands of time, so to speak, you learn the standards, you learn as much as you can about the art of improvisation, and then you start creating your own music. Now, you're going to emulate other artists that you like and whatnot, but it's like Bruce Lee said, at some point, it's all just music. Step outside of all these genres, all these definitions and, archetypes, jazz, fusion, whatever, folk, whatever. Just become a composer. I'll tell you, nothing will make you happier in your guitar relationship. And by the way, like John McLaughlin said, the guitar isn't the point. The guitar never was the point. It's a tool we use to express. It's almost like a form of meditation. The guitar is a tool that we use to get in touch with our own authentic self, to see what's floating around our own subconscious minds. So when you learn chord cycles, I'm missing a fingernail right now, so it's not sounding as good, but when you learn chord cycles, the musicianship you get is incredible. And I can send this one to you for $2.99, by the way. But learning chord cycles, learning how to put chords together is so good for your musicianship, because you'll learn to hear where chords want to go. Every chord has a tendency. Every chord has a direction. And the hardest thing to do is develop your own style, and I think a lot of people get hung up, and there's nothing wrong if you just want to be one of these guys that plays 400 standards. That's cool. But, if you really want to tickle your own brain, if you really want to create the maximum joy you can create being an artist and enjoying guitar, no matter what level you're at, nothing feels better than writing your own music and developing your own musical identity. But I've had this conversation with Alan Holdsworth about the unconscious release. People like Paco de Lucia, who I love because I love flamenco, talks about this too, that you need to have the disciplined, organized approach to get the unconscious release. So my suggestion is I'm going to come up with like a package where I'm going to offer 10 chord cycles for $99. And I don't have time right now to go into it, but it's cycles like this. And I'm going to kind of call this my guitar ladder system, although this is just a little piece of it because I can't do the whole system for $99. But for $99 paid by PayPal, you can send it to stevezook7@yahoo.com, stevezook7@yahoo.com. I'll send you back 10 chord cycles. And these cycles will help you have a quantum leap in your playing. We can always do more down the road, but believe me, it's a great value. It's probably like the equivalent of taking 5 or 6 guitar lessons. But anyway, this guitar for $2.99 is a lot of guitar. If you could use a great jazz box, I always always put the pickup real low on the back because that brings out more from the front pickup here. I'm going to stop there so it downloads. But yeah, this is a great guitar. I can do this for, like I said, $2.99 plus shipping. I do not have a case for it. Tons of fret left, great setup. I just had the neck adjusted. This thing is really nice. It has a great sound. It's 17-inch wide guitar. You know, could probably use a cleaning. It's got a few little scratches and nicks, but it looks pretty darn good. I see a couple little scratches in the back neck. But this thing is structurally fine. But anyway, if you have any interest in this guitar, I can do PayPal. You're going to have to pay some shipping. And it's a really nice box, man. I mean, I'm spoiled. You know, I'm used to playing L5s, and I'm used to playing the lower guitars and all kinds of high-end stuff. And I love that guitar. I play it all the time. I've even let guys in my studio use it who wanted to use an archtop for a session, and they loved it. So you can go $2.99. You can pay by PayPal. You need to pay some shipping. It's a really nice box. So anyway, so you can think about what I said, and I'll be talking more about the acquisition of style and learning how, what I call harmonic implications and stylistic articulations, learning to actually develop your own style, even though you're going to emulate other artists that you like. And that's where the most amount of, you know, just your joy can be a quantum leap there. It feels great. So I think I better just shut up and get back to what I'm doing here with my daily activities. All right. Let's stay positive, everybody. When you're positive, you're in alignment with the perfection of the universe. Ciao.